Thesis statements are a staple of academic writing, and many writers struggle to write them. In this video, we'll look at what a thesis statement is, what it does, and how to write one so that you feel prepared for your next thesis statement endeavor. So, what is a thesis statement? A thesis statement tells your reader the paper's focus. It includes a claim and indicates the main points. But where does a thesis statement go? Where a thesis statement goes can depend on the structure, length, and flow of a piece. It should always be clear to the reader where the thesis statement is. Consider the purpose and genre of your project when deciding a place for your thesis statement. So, how do you write a thesis statement? The first thing you should do is determine the topic of your paper. We have a resource available over understanding the assignment. Find what is arguable and determine why the reader should care about that. Next, you can determine what the reader is meant to take away from your essay. When you have all that information, you can turn it into a sentence or two that answers those points. This will be your thesis. Sometimes, as more evidence is gathered and your argument becomes clearer, the thesis changes. If you aren't sure if this is the case, ask yourself, does the thesis still relate to the paper topic? Does it make an arguable claim? Is the thesis easy for the reader to find? Is it understandable to others? And does it use active and direct language? If you answered no to these questions, you may need to rework your thesis so it better fits the current version of your project. In this video, we learned that a thesis statement is a common piece of various essay styles, and it makes clear what the focus of your paper is. While it may be daunting, the thesis can be written by keeping information clear and contestable, while being specific and relevant to the topic. Hopefully, these tips help you with the next time you need to make a strong thesis statement. The Writing Center can be contacted through phone, email, in person, or on our website for any questions and concerns. Feel free to take a picture of this slide for future reference. We also have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and a new monthly newsletter. Finally, let's give credit where credit is due. This document was created by the University of Oklahoma's Writing Center, created 2026 under the Creative Commons license by NCSA. This license allows reusers to distribute, remix, adapt, and build upon the material in any medium or format for non-commercial purposes only, and only so long as attribution is given to the creator. If you remix, adapt, or build upon the material, you must license the modified material under identical terms. This presentation was narrated by Sebastian Sharperson.